As a character or person grows in popularity, they start garnering a fan base that supports their every action. These fan bases can range from okay to weird to downright illegal. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about characters with the worst fan bases ever and rank them from worse than hell to pretty good actually. And remember, as I go through this video, the fan bases will only get worse and worse. Now the first fan base we got is Mickey Mouse, but more specifically Disney adults, because they might be the corniest fan base ever. Because while yes, loving Disney makes sense because it made up a lot of our childhood, mine included, these guys take it way too far because they act like they're stuck with Peter Pan and can't grow up. Like they still think they're 4 years old sitting on their couch watching Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Like, bro, you're pushing 40, get a job. And speaking of job, these people will genuinely spend all of their paycheck so they can go to Disney World for the 4 billionth time to find some hidden Mickey. Like, no, Megan, that is dog shit. And for some reason, they have this parasocial relationship with Disney and think that this mouse gives a rat's ass about them. Like they'd send you to one of their Chinese sweatshops if it made them an extra $5. Disney adults are the type of people to push a bunch of kids so they can take a picture with another grown-ass man. I love you, Minnie. Oh! The only thing is, they are fairly tame compared to some of the fan bases we will be talking about. Because at the end of the day, they're just millennials who like glazing a multi-billion-dollar company. So I'll have to put them in the yikes tier. And next up, we got Goku stans. And when I say these dudes only care about power scaling, I mean it. I mean, most of these dudes have not even seen a single episode of OG Dragon Ball. Not saying that I have, but they haven't either. All they care about is one phrase: Goku solos. New One Piece episode, Goku solos. Hi, my name is a man, Goku solos. I just beat cancer. Can't beat Goku though. Trump just bombed Venezuela. Goku fucking solos. And don't you dare say anything negative about Dragon Ball, because Dragon Ball is a perfect show with absolutely no plot holes. I'm gonna get crucified, aren't I? Nah, but Goku fans act like Dragon Ball is this super deep, morally conflicting story. Like, it's just not. It's okay, but it's just not. Goku fans were most prevalent back in 2021 with the rise of Talk and power scaling videos. But nowadays, you don't really see them that much, except when the big three is mentioned, because they'll be sure to comment, "Where's Goku?" Like, and they don't even understand what the big three even actually means. But to be fair, Goku fans are sometimes pretty funny. Plus, they're not in their prime anymore. So I'm just gonna put them in not that bad. Now, next up, we got LeBron James glazers. And guys, I have a confession to make. I'm a part of this fandom. I know. And I have one more thing I have to reveal. I'm LeBron Glazer 6364, whatever number I gave him. It was me all along. Nah, but for real, every piece of glaze LeBron James gets is justified. Like, did Martin Luther King come back down 3-1 to the greatest team ever? I don't think so, and he gets glazed all the time. But there are LeBron fans on tiers way higher than me, because they're out here snuggling up with LeBron James bed sheets. Hey, I guess that's why they call it a king-size bed, but some people put LeBron on levels he genuinely does not belong on. I mean, some people are calling him the greatest human being of all time. My Jesus? Jesus? The big JC? Muhammad? Buddha? Freaking Aristotle? I mean, are we really out here putting him in divine conversation? Like, what are we doing? I mean, I love my honey-covered goat as much as the next guy, but we're losing the plot here. Anyways, I'm gonna put him in the not that bad tier, because only if you love LeBron can you call me twin. Now, before we continue, I just want to say, if you like this video, consider liking and subscribing. Like 90% of you guys aren't subscribed, which is which is pretty bad, so let's get that number up. My New Year's resolution is to hit 15K by the end of the year, which sounds pretty lofty, but I believe in us. Anyways, let's get back into the video. Next up, we got Mark Grayson Fanboys. And I've talked about this dude a lot in my other videos, so I'm not going to get into how I feel about him as a character, but his fans have to be the corniest people ever, because they're the type of people who make the alpha male, boys rule and girls drool type stuff. And I swear, some Invincible fans don't care about the story or Mark's development as a hero. All they care about is Thrag and a bunch of Mark variants flying through portals. Like, I've never seen a fanbase care so much about characters who have one panel of screen time, other than Mihawk. But to be honest, they are very similar to Goku fans. But I think they're just a little bit worse, so I'm gonna put them in the yikes tier. Now next up, we got the Swifties. And if there is one fanbase in this video I'm personally the most scared of, it's them. Because these girls are ready to throw their lives away for Taylor Swift. Like, if Taylor asked them to be a human shield, their response would be, what time? Honestly, if Taylor asked them to fund her flight to her local McDonald's, they'd be like, yes, queen. Oh, and don't make a post saying she's an environmental hazard, because they will find out everything about you. I'm talking your home address, your family, that one kid you went to high school with that you really didn't like, but followed you around everywhere. Like, these girls are trained by the Tibetan monks of unemployment, and they got nothing better to do in their life than getting news updates when Taylor Swift moves her right pinky toe and doxing her haters online. Like, if there's one fanbase you should never mess with, it's them. By the way, everything I said about Taylor is a joke. I love her songs, and I bop them anywhere I go. So please don't hurt me. Yeah, but I'm 100% putting them in horrible. Now next up, we got My Hero fans. And if this was back in 2020, they would be going in a tier below Worse Than Hell. Because they almost single-handedly made people think anime was weird with those cringy ass TikToks they made. I mean, they would make up like 90% of the cringe compilations you'd see, and 90% of how people saw anime. But as the story has gone on, I'd say the fandom has gotten considerably better. I mean, I watched MHA during the Dark Ages, even though I'd never admit to it, so I can attest to that. But there's still one thing that is still bad with this fandom, and that is shipping culture. And now, shipping itself isn't inherently bad, and it happens in every fandom, but these My Hero fans will genuinely go to war over which teenager they want to kiss. Plus, they'll miss the entire point of a character just to justify them making out. Along with that, MHA fans have to have the worst reading comprehension that you will ever see. Like mass serial killers who take lives without remorse. Oh yeah, no, he stubbed his toe as a kid, so that's why he's like that. An abusive dad who is not seeking remorse, but is actively trying to get better. Oh my gosh, he's the worst person in the entire show! But maybe my hottest take of this entire video is that I don't think MHA fans are actually that bad. Like, other than the blatant mischaracterization of Deku, Bakugo, and Uraraka, which got so bad that the author literally had to be like, bro, read the manga. I do actually think this manga has gotten into a not atrocious state. I mean, I can actually tell people I like this show now, though it is still relatively bad, so that's the tier it'll go in. Now next up, we got maybe the worst fandom ever, and that is the Loud House fanbase. And low-key, this is a sleeper pick, but y'all gotta hear me out on this. Because did you know the longest piece of literature ever written isn't some work of art or history book? No, no, no. It's a Loud House fan fiction, and it is 16.7 million words long. Heh, 6-7. Like, some dude is wasting his entire life writing himself into a children's cartoon, and it isn't even one of the good ones. But that's just tickling the iceberg of this shithole, because this fandom has to be the weirdest one we'll talk about today. Because not only do they have a weird obsession with incest, they also have something with gore and sadness for some reason. Like 50% of all fan art has Lincoln just dying. And if it's not Lincoln, all the other kids are being tortured or something. And like I mentioned before, these dudes have a weird obsession with incest. Like they'll ship Lincoln with all 10 of his sisters.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
Genuinely, this fandom deserves to be banished to the lowest pits of Tartarus. So they're going in worse than hell. But that's all we have today. And this is the final tier list we ended up with. And of course, there are tons more horrible fan bases. So if you guys want to see a part 2, like and subscribe. If this video has over 100 likes, I'll make that part 2. And the moral of the story is, don't let anyone dictate what you like and don't like. Not even me, even though I'm always right.
Hey!